You know, like I said, all of this, it's very Disney in that there's not a whole lot of details you need to worry about, but it all makes sense.
Sure. Okay, you're back.
And right now,
credits.
this...
It reminds me of the
I totally missed the part where
we used to scribble on the wall.
Kyrie threw her heart into Sora's heart
Remember?
at the beginning of the game.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
When the world fell into darkness. I forgot to mention that.
How?
So yeah.
What? Okay, step one. How did you know how to do that?
Ask the question. She didn't know how, it just kind of happened. Because she is a princess of heart.
Okay.
There is absolutely no darkness in her heart.
I find that hard to believe,
None.
but go on.
She has a heart of pure light.
Right. She can't do no wrong. She never disobeys her parents. She's literally the perfect
Well,
child.
her parents are... Her parents are in a whole different world than her, so...
So fuck
Remember,
it.
she came to this island on a meteor shower.
She never skips class. Never. Never steals. Always goes to bed on time.
But because her heart has no darkness, she cannot make a Heartless.
Uh-huh.
So when her world was lost to darkness, instead of becoming a Heartless, she had to throw her heart, ended up in the heart of someone else who is on that world but not lost to darkness. Just happened to be Sora, coincidentally.
Man, Riku really fucked up when he wanted to travel.
Yeah, he did!
Like, if he had just decided not to travel through darkness, this whole game would be quite different.
For all we know, her heart could have been in Riku's chest this whole time, you know.
How different would this game be if it was just Riku? But then what would Sora do at that point? Like, I don't think Sora is evil, necessarily.
Well, he would have been lost to darkness without the Keyblade.
Yeah. But he wouldn't travel through it, so I guess you wouldn't have that plot twist about Riku.
He'd be he'd be the Heartless like anybody else, because aside from, well, until Birth by Sleep happened, he was just a normal kid. Until Birth by Sleep retroactively ruined the plot to this game.
I can't wait till we get to that. It's like, so everything we said in Kingdom Hearts 1, forget it! We're starting over! Nothing
Until
applies.
Birth by Sleep retroactively ruined this game's story, he was just some schmuck that happened to be in the right place at the right time. And like that was Sora's entire story, that he was just some random schmuck who's in the right place at the right time and decided to be a hero.
I feel like we were talking
He does
about
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats every single day.
That's right.
Fire!
He's the one key man.
He's the one key man. So yeah, this is Merlin's house, and the fairy godmother will teach you summons.
Fire!
Great. Looking forward to it. Fire!
This is...
Fire! Fire!
Don't you love how fan-fiction-y this game's story is?
I mean, if it's really fanfiction, we're releasing the part where Riku and Sora kiss. That's all we needed. Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3.
You haven't seen the fan-fiction, then.
I haven't seen what?
You haven't seen the Kingdom Hearts fan-fiction, then.
You mean all of them?
That is the That isn't just the one true pairing, that is the only true pairing.
As far as they're concerned, Kairi doesn't exist. She just cheers them on from the sidelines.
That's in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, yeah.
Good timing.
Actually,
Yeah.
kind of this game, too. Kairi gets shafted a lot.
Yeah.
Pedestal over
I
there.
remember when I got to the end of 2.
Like, in this game, she is kind of just the chick that gets kidnapped. In so many ways.
Can we talk about how Danny DeVito's in the Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah.
It's fucking
That is
Danny
actually, like,
DeVito.
yeah, that is Danny DeVito.
I just love it.
They got all the official voice actors from Disney's portfolio to do their original voices. So that is Danny DeVito.
Too heavy.
I just, in my film class, we talk about Danny DeVito a lot and how great he is.
Oh.
Detective Pikachu, man. Detective
God,
Pikachu.
yes. That's all I want.
This here is the world famous.
We were talking about Danny DeVito, and we wanted to do Danny DeVito in a Castaway parody, where he has a basketball called Spalding.
So run along, pipsqueaks.
So I just want Danny DeVito to shout Spalding while on a raft.
Look, it's like this.
But yeah, I usually don't do
Heroes
this
coming
before I
from
do
all
Tarzan's
over
level,
to fight ferocious monsters
but this
right here in the
is one way to
Colosseum.
do it.
You've got heroes standing right in front of you.
Yup, he's a
So
real
this
hero chosen
story
by the
is Sora
King
trying to be a true hero
Heroes.
in the eyes of Danny DeVito.
Hero?
That's all I want to. I
Front?
just want to be a hero in the eyes of Danny DeVito.
What's so fun?
Yeah.
I fought a bunch of monsters.
He has technically fought a bunch of monsters
It's true.
If you can't even
by
move
now.
this,
Yep.
Technically, that's not a lie at this point in the game.
He also
You would
lost.
have had to at least beat two boss monsters to get to this point.
the hero.
You got this, Danny.
Yeah.
Look at that really low
Okay,
poly
so it
model
takes more than
or
four.
low resolution texture on his
Oh
face.
yeah. Well, also the texture on the behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are back when the eyes were just like textured, and I was like, at least obviously in 3 they're modeled. But
Well,
I
this
don't know if
was
they were in
back
2.
when you'd have. This is back where you couldn't afford to have so many polygons on the screen, so you'd have 2 models: one for the cutscenes that was super high detailed, and one for the gameplay that was super low detailed.
Yeah, wasn't the deal with Uncharted
least for the
1
face.
versus 2? Is that Uncharted 1 they had 2 different Drakes, and 2 they had the same one, or something like that.
I don't remember the exact details
Uh,
of the Uncharted animation, how that worked.
I know in 1 they were different. I don't remember which one they changed it in. I think it was 2.
So this is Danny DeVito trading Sora and how to be a hero by breaking
You know,
barrels, of
you
course.
ain't
How you become a hero.
Looks like I'm headed for the games.
You smash those barrels real good.
Why
The
not?
best barrel smasher this side of the Brooklyn.
You guys ain't heroes.
Yep.
Come on.
Wait, 1.
I love how Goofy's
2,
counting the words.
3. It's a good joke.
Rather stubborn.
So this is where Hades tempts Sora to join the tournament.
Also, can we talk about how fucking James Woods is so good as Hades?
You want to enter the games, right?
Yeah, he is the one true Hades.
He's kind of the fucking best. I love his VO.
It's like how Mark Hamill is definitively the Joker. James
Yeah.
Wood is definitively the Hades.
For
Good luck,
sure.
kid. I'm pulling for you, little shorty.
Like, that's not even a joke.
Dude,
That's
he's
like just
just-
a fact of life.
Oh, he's so good. Got it from James Woods.
So, Hades hired Cloud from Final Fantasy VII to kill Sora and Hercules.
Right. As he
Actually, he
does.
hired him to kill Hercules, but then decided you should kill Sora too. And Cloud's like, nah, he's a kid.
I don't do that. And weren't we just
Coolio-
talking? Me and you were talking about Final Fantasy VII. What was like yesterday or something like that, where you said that Cloud wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to be
they
an
get,
edgelord,
like,
but
it-
like he was just choking, and then in later games he actually became an edgelord.
Come on.
Well, the whole story about Cloud, and this is why everything
like
that's
a
not
ruse,
Final Fantasy
right?
VII gets Cloud wrong, is that Cloud, like the twist at the halfway point of Final Fantasy VII is that Cloud isn't a badass. In fact, he is a nerdy little kid that tried to be a badass and failed miserably at it.
Right.
But he was experimented on, and those experiments broke him mentally. So when he reconstructed his personality, he basically pretended to be a badass after that.
Okay.
Like, the whole game is him being a fucking poser.
Great. Because I just can't help but
And
wonder
slowly
if, like,
realizing that the nerdy Cloud that is the cool Cloud, the one that people actually like.
But I feel like somehow that got lost in the later games.
I totally did. Then he just became the stoic badass that no one likes.
Yeah, like that's just his character in this game, and the other
Because,
Kingdom Hearts-
and the reason is fangirls.
yeah,
The reason is fangirls.
that's what people like. That's why I worry so much about Noctis and Final Fantasy 15.
Like, the whole story of Final Fantasy VII was defying genre expectations. Like, Tifa was supposed to be the chick, or like the chick that got kidnapped, but she's actually really good at punching things, so she's never in any danger. Or Eris is supposed to be the pure maiden, but she's the only one that's had sex out of all the party members.
They explicitly talk about that?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah,
Like,
man.
she is Zack's sloppy seconds.
Oh.
That's confirmed in lore.
Oh.
Don't blow it. Just take him out.
Like, that whole story, like, with those characters was about defying expectations.
Sorry, but my contract says.
I know. You think I don't
Great.
know? I wrote the contract.
Also, that's so good. I also love that Cloud has fucking earrings in this design. And he's got, like, the Advent Children... Well, no, that's just his regular design. The shirt underneath, which then becomes the Advent Children thing when he has the cloak.
So let loose and have fun with it.
So Cloud is voiced by Steve Burton.
No big deal, right?
And he did such a good performance in this game that he became the de facto Cloud
For, like, all the future projects.
from here on out.
He's quite good.
Yeah, in all future projects, he is the voice of Cloud.
Yeah.
And you might know him if your parents watch General Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's a soap opera star.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, he's a good Cloud. Like, his voice isn't too deep, not too high.
Yeah.
It's enough to sell that poser mentality.
Yeah. Like, I wish that they did a bit more with the fact that Cloud is basically a poser.
Yeah.
Like, if they just did a bit more with that, because that's a really cool character arc, is like, this guy trying to be a massive badass and realizing that that's a really bad thing to be.
Well, I just love that just basically goes against, like, the male power fantasy. Like, it's just like, no, he's actually just a regular dude. He's not, like, the super badass.
Like, and the cool part of Cloud, like, is that he starts out trying to be this, like, I don't care about anything character, and then realizing, no, that's a horrible thing to be. I actually should stop pretending that I don't care, because I do.
I wonder what they're going to do with the remake about that. I think they said they're going to try to keep as much the same as they could.
I hope they stick a little close. I hope they keep that aspect of the original story, because that's a very important aspect.
Yeah.
So you can lose that fight to Cloud. He's not out to kill you, but you can lose that fight. And the story will keep going because he's not trying to actively kill you.
Yeah.
I do like that part of Kingdom Hearts where if the character you're fighting isn't actively trying to kill you, you can totally lose and the story keeps going.
That's a really good design choice. For sure.
Yeah. So all it changes is that if you beat Cloud, then Hades summons Cerberus because he's sick of Cloud getting his ass handed to him. And if Cloud beats you up, then Hades summons Cerberus because he's sick of Cloud not killing children.
Yeah, well, he is Hades, I guess. It's kind of the only way to get away with that.
Either way, it makes sense for Hades.
Yeah, for Hades, sure. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud.
Like, there is actually a lot of internal consistency in these storylines with Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. This game is surprisingly robust and consistent in quality.
Yeah.
What happened?
Tetsuya Nomura.
He added too many zippers and then he lost the plot somewhere.
Well, I mean, there is a zipper on Donald's hat, which our friend Chris loves pointing out.
That seems like something Chris would get really up in arms about.
It's something he does get up in arms about, though. You know it, you've heard it.
Yeah, it's like that's such a Chris thing, though, that you get upset about Donald's zipper hat.
So this is the fight that teaches you to fuck your party members because they're useless and need to die.
It's the only way this will work.
And you are going to do all the work by your fucking self because they're going to keep dying over and over again.
Is this game trying to teach me something about my real friends? I should just let them die.
Your friends are the parasites ruining society.
Your friends are ruining your life and you need to ditch them.
Kingdom Hearts is a very objectivist story.
That's right.
It's a very Ayn Rand inspired story about one man whose friends are actively keeping him from his true greatness.
Oh, I want to read a copy of Sora Shrugged.
Oh, I can't believe I just fucking said that.
I can't believe you pulled the Ayn Rand card on Kingdom Hearts.
It's not my fault the AI sucks.
I just love that you went to Ayn Rand. That's the best part.
participated
The best part is that it doesn't. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not denying it.
You mean junior heroes?
So I actually do love the little twist they pull at the end of this storyline, which is that the reason that Sora could beat Cerberus now is because Hercules wore him down before Sora got there.
Nice.
No problem.
In my
And
movie.
that's the only reason Sora stood a chance.
Games.
Again, this is the story of this accidental hero who just wanders into situations and ends up being just the right person he needed to save the day.
Okay. We'll be back.
Yeah.
I actually really like that part of Sora's character.
Still can't believe
That he was never supposed to be the hero, he just ended up being that way because he's really good at being nice.
Oh yeah, like, I think we've discussed this before, but we both hate the idea of the chosen one as opposed to the hero who has more willpower than actual strength.
Yeah. I just love the unchosen hero as a trope.
Yeah, it's a really good trope.
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
So this is Cloud realizing that Hades duped him the whole time.
I'm
Oh,
looking for someone.
it's okay, I'm just getting moist over here because it's Cloud.
And he's looking for Eris.
But it backfired.
But he won't tell us that.
I fell into darkness.
I as a, like, we outside the game know that he's looking for Eris. Sora does not know this, so he has no reason to tell him, oh, dude, he's just looking to Traverse Town, man. She's right over there. She's, like, literally right one world away from this one.
Yeah.
And then Cloud hands Sora the Sonic Blade move, which is actually a really good move early in the game.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
Because the sword techniques in this game, when you use them, you're invincible
I think I'll pass.
while you're in the middle of the animation. So it's a really good idea to use them, like, when you need to escape a hairy situation. And then find some room to heal, and then keep fighting.
Oh, what, you're saying that fucking Donald isn't gonna heal me, Brandon? Because he's too busy being fucking dead?
Yeah! To be fair, what I end up doing is switching Donald's AI to use healing spells more than the other spells.
Yeah.
That's all I really need him for. I don't need him to do damage. I'm probably capable of doing that myself. Just stay in the back and heal me.
Yep.
Let Hercules train the kid.
Be
In the next game,
Stop being a shitty medic, Donald. Seriously.
who invited you to the party? Stay out of this. This is my show.
As you wish.
So this is just establishing that we're not done here, because this is the place we go to do all the tournaments throughout
Right.
the game.
Because, you know, don't worry about looking for Kyrie, we gotta go fight in these tournaments.